Hello makers! So about a month ago, MagicGoo came up to me and asked, Joe, we'd like to sponsor one of your projects. Do you have anything in mind? And I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, I do have something in mind. This is Project FDL-3, and I'm not going to call it an automatic Nerf blaster, but it is a fully automatic Nerf-like foam dart blaster. It is an incredible piece of design. It is completely 3D printed, apart from the electronics, of course. Now, when I was at Nerf, I got my hands on one of these to actually play around with, and I was seriously impressed at the accuracy, at the speed, at the rate of fire of it, at the engineering, the way it looked. I just wanted one. So eventually I met the owners of Project FDL-3, which are an awesome married couple. We got in touch, we stayed talking, came back to Malta. When the opportunity came up, I purchased the electronics kit to build one myself, of course. Now, seeing as MagicGoo wanted to sponsor this episode, I know that obviously MagicGoo works very well with technical filaments, especially with their recent releases of technical glues. So I got in touch with Polymaker and I asked them if there is any particular filaments they would suggest. So they sent me some Polymax PC and also some courier, which is nylon-based filament. They are extremely tough. I have to say, very easy to print. I did use an enclosed chamber for the PC, for the Polymax PC. I used the Raise Pro 2 for that, and it printed beautifully. The nylon, the courier, I printed with the Prusa Mark III, my Bear edition. I used also the Z-Morph VX, and they printed without any issues whatsoever. MagicGoo were also kind enough to send me their Pro kit of MagicGoo bottles, which include the standard MagicGoo bottle that we all know and love, which is good for ABS and PLA. Next to it, you'll find the PC, which is absolutely perfect for printing with polycarbonate materials like I did with the Polymax PC. This was used on the Build-Tech sheet, which is stuck on the Raise Pro 2. You'll have a nice cleaning cloth, which is microfiber. The PA, which is ideal for nylon, which I also used on the co-PA from Polymaker. And finally have a bottle of PP, which is for polypropylene. Now, this being a MagicGoo sponsored project, I met up with the guys because they are from Malta. We went onto the beach. We had a little barbecue between us. We set up some bottles of MagicGoo and we took it in turns to do some target practice. I have to admit, I lost most of the darts that I took with me. I think I had about like 200 or 300 of them. But it was all in good fun. It was an awesome evening. I really had fun with the guys. And once I come back from Earth, this thing will go to MagicGoo so they can, you know, they can use it as an enforcer in their office for people who do not want to do any work. Now, seeing as this is an open source project, you also have access to the step files for all the design aspects of it. So I managed to do this awesome faceplate with my logo, MagicGoo's logo, and also Polymaker's logo, just to make it pop a bit more. For those wondering, yes, I know the nose has to be orange as per regulations in the US specifically, but seeing as so far it's going to be used here, red is fine. However, I do plan on taking this to Earth with me next month. I will be changing that to orange, of course. So if you want to have a go at this, make sure you come visit me at Earth so you can try it out. The blaster itself has quite a bit of weight to it. You can see it's very solid, and it has some awesome features. Now, I bought these, they call them shorty magazines because I use shorty darts. I actually have a couple of boxes of them here, and it takes standard short dart magazines which clip on. Then you have this latch here to pop it out, and if you're in a rush mode, you have another latch here which you can use to pop it out as well. It switches on. You have a display here with a huge menu of speed, rate of fire. You can choose the burst. You can choose the minimum spin. I'm gonna have to admit that I don't know what most of these do. I haven't gone that deep into it yet. For me, it's just speed and rate of fire which matter, because I only want to shoot one dart, or I want to shoot a full mag of about 14 darts in about 2 seconds. Once it's secured, you can, we'll choose the speed. Tend to do it a bit low. Rate of fire, 76, and burst. You can do either fully automatic, 1 shot, 2 shot, or 3 shot bursts. So we'll do 1 shot. Now, one thing about this, actually not about this, one thing about the darts that I got aren't glued that well. So once you shoot a dart, chances are it's just going to split in two. You have the rubber end that's going to go one part and the foam bit that goes on the other part. But in fact, here is the rubber part. So what I tried to do is just lower the speed and also the rate of fire, and try to, you know, keep them intact. Like that one's actually intact. So is that. That wasn't intact. However, when you do it in fully automatic mode, yeah, it's mayhem. This has got to be one of the coolest things I've ever done on this channel, and I highly recommend you check them out. It is fully open source. If you want to buy the electronic kit, the electronics kit, which makes life so much easier, it's not going to be cheap, but the amount of work that has gone into this, the engineering, everything print without supports, it just makes life so much easier. Everything, the tolerances are perfect. It's just, it's well worth it, trust me. It's also the little things, like you have the rail up here if you want to do any attachments. This back part here, you can actually print an extension like a shoulder guard, so you can hold it in better when you go, you know, burst your friends. It's just, everything about this is just ridiculously on point. This has got to be the most epic, fully automatic 3D printed blaster on Earth, hands down. Go check them out. Trust me, I want to thank MagicGoo for sponsoring this build. I want to thank Polymaker for supplying the filaments to print the project FDL-3. I'd love to see this company grow, and knowing that they have a history of all the iterations that have come into this, I cannot wait to see what's next from Project FDL-3. So please make sure you check them out and give them a big thumbs up. That is it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, ring that bell for notification. And as always, happy making, guys.